Hi, this is Tiffany Blair again from the Avalon Center. For those of you who don't know, I'm a sexual assault advocate for Roane, Morgan, and Fentress County. So today I wanted to talk about what is sexual harassment. So sexual harassment is unwanted conduct of a sexual nature, which has the purpose or effect of violating someone's dignity or creating an intimidating, hostile, degrading, humiliating, or offensive environment for the person. What does sexual harassment look like? So, sexual harassment can occur in a variety of circumstances. The harasser can identify with any gender and have any relationship to the victim, including being a direct manager, an indirect supervisor, a coworker, a teacher, a peer, or a colleague. So, some forms of sexual harassment can include making conditions of employment or advancement dependent on sexual favors. So that's when you're, working as just a staff person and you wanted to be a manager. Um, and the direct supervisor's like, okay, if you want to be a manager, you have to do this sexual favor for me. So that would be making conditions of employment or advancement dependent on sexual favors, meaning you would not advance until you perform that. Physical acts of sexual assault, request for sexual favors, verbal harassment of a sexual nature. This includes jokes as well. So jokes referring to sexual acts or your sexual orientation, those are verbal harassment and sexual harassment. So, unwanted touching or physical contact, unwelcome sexual advances, discussing sexual relations, stories, fantasies while you're at work, school, or at any inappropriate place. So, you can feel pressure to engage with someone sexually. That doesn't mean that you've already been with that person, you just feel pressure to be with them. Um, Exposing oneself or performing sexual acts on oneself. So that could include exposing private parts or anything like that, or performing sexual acts on private parts. Unwanted sexual explicit photos, emails, or text messages. Experiencing sexual harassment may cause some survivors to face emotional, physical, or even mental health concerns. So, some of those might include, for example, emotional effects, anger, fear, humiliation, shame, guilt, betrayal, the feeling of violation, powerlessness, and loss of control. So we talk about sexual assault is all about power and control. So when you have been through something like that, it's common to feel like you are powerless and that you've lost your control. Mental health effects can include anxiety, depression, panic attacks, PTSD, difficulty concentrating, loss of motivation. It can even cause that person to abuse substances, suicidal ideation. Physical effects can include increased stress levels, headaches, fatigue, sleep, and eating disturbances. So those are pretty much the common effects that a person can have. So what do you do if you feel like you are being or have been sexually harassed? So one option is you can reach out to your local sexual assault program to get information and resources. If you wanted, you can report the incident to an authority figure, such as someone in HR if you're at a workplace, the Title IX coordinator if in a learning environment, or you can report to law enforcement. If you are not comfortable with those options, you can tell someone you trust to participate in bystander prevention. So I don't know if some of you may have heard that. One way that that person can assist, they can assist by creating a distraction when they see that you are being harassed. And I don't suggest doing that if it's a hostile situation. Then that would be, something for, the authorities to step in if it got to that point, if the victim wanted to pursue it. That's pretty much all that I have for today. If you have any questions or if you would like any more information, just reach out to me. Thank you.